All right. Ooh, thought that was my phone. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and let's get into this next damn reaction. Shout out to Yo-Yo, another individual it is that be up in the gym and be posting up content just as much it is that I do. All right. I caught her living in my apartment. Huh? Without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get into this next video, y'all. Let's do it.
I don't know how he got closer in the 2 seconds it took me to fall, but he's now standing there, and for the first time, I can see his full face because he's no longer staring at the sky. He is now staring bullets into my soul, but he's not just staring, he's fully sprinting in my direction. I scramble to my feet and beeline it to my place. I get off on the side road and... and I just run in the direction of my crib. Eventually, I find myself on a better lit road with sparse traffic. And the whole time I walked home from there, I kept glancing over my shoulder, always expecting to see his stupid smile. But he was never there. I get to my building, go up to my place, unlock the door, and come home to an apartment with no power. And to my surprise, no roommate either. I call, no answer. I log into the neighborhood portal on my phone to see if the light bill is paid. And it is. So I figure it's just an outage, and I decide to go to a 24-hour cafe, read, grab something to eat, and by the time I get back home, around 4 a.m., the power should be back on. So I do that, and on my way back to the cafe, I look up to the apartment building, and as I approached the garage, I saw all the apartments were lit up again. But my apartment was the one lone black window. Ah, shit, I must not have left the light on. I say as I park my car. I get to the apartment building, go up, unlock the door, and... come home to an apartment with no power, and to my surprise, I can't explain how, but it's way darker than it was before. I decided to leave the light switch up this time, so when I did eventually get power, it would automatically turn on. I go into my pocket and grab my phone to use it as a flashlight, but of course, no battery. Now, I know I left my portable charger in the pockets of my work pants on the floor in the bathroom, but with how pitch black the apartment was, I needed to feel the walls to reach it, and the blackout curtains I have up in the apartment definitely were not helpful. I reached the door frame to my bathroom and feel my way in, and I can't explain it, but this bathroom was even darker than the rest of the apartment. I feel around for my work pants, nothing. They gotta be in my room. I'm mad annoyed at this point. So all the haste I had to get light in my apartment goes away, and I decide to use the bathroom while I'm here. So I do my thing, sitting down of course, because peeing into my toilet in these conditions would take R. Kelly levels of accuracy. So I finish up and go to wash my hands, and I'm just standing there in complete darkness, washing away and envying everyone else in the apartment that had power. The walls in this building were thin, so I could hear the footsteps above me, I could hear the neighborhood couple next door arguing, I could hear the creaking of my bedroom. The creaking of my bedroom door. The first thought I had was, oh, the power is back on. The air conditioner must have turned on and the air pressure opened the door a bit, but then I realized the light, the one that I left on in the living room, hadn't turned on. So the door opened because someone was in my apartment. Although I was completely covered in darkness, I have never felt more exposed in my life. And almost as soon as I heard the door, the feeling of being watched just overcame my entire body, almost as if it...
ain't no way that you put this in here like that.
Just surrounding my body. But what made it worse is that I heard my bedroom door, not the front door. So if someone was in here, they were in here way longer than me. So too afraid to make a noise, I turned the water off and sit crouched in the back corner of my bathroom in the complete darkness, doing nothing but listening to the emptiness of the atmosphere, desperately trying to hear something, anything coming from my bedroom, because that's where I had to go. My portable charger was there, and that was the only way I was gonna get my phone on. So after about 5 minutes of working up the courage to move, I slowly crept out of the bathroom and walked slowly and silently with my hands in front of me, blindly trying to navigate my apartment. So eventually I find my way into the room, and I'm feeling up on my bed frame, and I work my way down to the floor in search of the pants. And with every sound I made, the creaking of the bed frame, The jingle of the belt on my work pants as I grabbed them from under the bed felt just as loud as trying to use a microwave at 3 a.m. without waking your sleeping mother. My hand's still under the bed, I find my cord and my portable charger and make my way back to the bathroom to get my phone that was still in the sink. I reach a wall, my left hand is feeling on the bathroom door frame. So I reach out my other hand to find my way in, and my fingers get tangled in this mess of fine string-like material. Confused, I go on for a full-on grab, and I realize I was gripping a full head of hair. Someone was standing right in front of me. I didn't even think to scream. I just bum rushed my way past the intruder and get into the bathroom. I slammed the door shut behind me, locked it, and stood in the blackness. The straight hair I felt was at the height of my waist, so either a small person standing or a big person sitting. Either way, it most definitely stood there watching me in silence as I was fumbling around under my bed. I could feel my pulse in my face. It felt like I was gonna vomit. I sat there in silence, pressed up against the door, just listening to the other side. I could hear the neighbors still, but I couldn't hear anything in my bedroom anymore. So I grabbed my phone from the sink and quickly go sit back up against the door. I plug in my phone, but like that didn't do anything because I knew it was gonna be a good 5 to 10 minutes before my phone actually turned on. But I remembered I kept a candle and matches on top of my toilet for when I took baths. So I feel my way over to the other side of the bathroom, found them, brought them back to the door, and I sat there for a while listening more. But then I hear from inside the bathroom the dripping of water. Drip, drip, drip. It sounded like it was coming from my bathtub. Immediately, my brain just starts racing. Was someone in here with me? How long have they been in here? Were they here when I was washing my hands? I felt like I was gonna be sick. I lit the match and caught the wick of the candle. Drip, drip, drip. The faint yellow flame cast a light a few feet in all directions, but my bathroom was long, so I couldn't make out the other side of the bathroom where the tub was. So I slide the candle along the floor to the middle of the bathroom, and in the dim golden light, I see 2 dirty feet sticking out from behind the shower.
Oh my God.
I look up and I can see a face poking out from the same curtain. It was dark and I couldn't make out any features.
Oh, this is a nasty figure.
Glossy black eyes reflecting from the light of the candle and its huge yellow smile. It was not human. And we just sat there staring at each other, daring one another to make the first move. I slowly stood up, never taking my eyes off the disgusting face that watched me from the shower. But then I hear a voice from the other side of the door whispering,
"What are you gonna do?"
Drip, drip, drip. That's not water. With the curtain pulled back and this creature's full face in front of me, I realized the dripping wasn't from the faucet. It was from the saliva of the mouth of this creature that now stood in front of me.
"What are you gonna do?"
The voice from behind the door asks a little louder, and simultaneously, I see a hand hit the wall next to the shower curtain. Its fingers each 5 inches long, sharp at the end, and blackened with decay. The creature slowly makes its way towards me. The voice outside of the door now screaming to me. The monster that was once behind my shower curtain is now 1 long step away from me, but I feel the vibration in my pocket letting me know my phone was charged. And without breaking eye contact with this creature, I reach in my pocket, turn on my flashlight, and pointed it at it. And as I did that, it opens its mouth wide, revealing rows of sharp teeth and screaming what sounded like dozens of children's voices. I make a run for it. I run out of my bathroom. My phone's light is illuminating the room enough to see that it wasn't just one person in there. It was several people, and they were all smiling. And as I make a rush for the front door, I feel hands reaching from the darkness, pulling on my shirt, my hair, my face. I reached the door, flung myself into the hallway, and ran down the stairs into the parking lot. I'm now sitting in my car, and about 10 minutes ago, I saw my bedroom light turn on from the parking lot. But as I was looking up at my illuminated window, I saw those dark, evil eyes peeking from behind the curtains. The creature once again revealed its familiar, terrifying rows of teeth that I saw in my shower, and just like that, the lights went out again.
"What are you gonna do?"
I hear from my rolled down car window. I look, and under my car, I see bloodshot eyes staring at me, and without a second thought, 1, 2, 3, let's go, let's go. Kudos. Back in the day, I was drawing in class, but now I make money off doodles. Racks in the bank and I'm chasing the cash. Got a mill on my mind and I'm too close. And these niggas corny like fructose. Only thing on my mind is the money. If you try to take it, I take out my chopper and it's gonna kick you like judo. Huh? Give a fuck about a nigga and what he gon'
Damn.
say. 110 on the dash and I'm swerving the blanks. I got a shorty and she from
Damn.
the Bay. She don't even know my name, but she still give it face cause she know I got bank. And I know she gonna chase cause I got an M as a capital one. No.
All right, y'all. All right. Ooh, I was wondering if the SSS was Spooky Scary Sunday edition, but it is. Shout outs to Yo-Yo for that. That was pretty cool. But appreciate that reaction. I'm off of this thing, y'all.